Hi and welcome to another Holy Yogi Flow. My name is Anna, the Holy Yogi, Holy Banana on Instagram and Facebook, and I am so excited to be practicing with you this morning. We're going to do a nice little flow to help us warm up for the day, so I'll meet you on your back in just a moment to get started. So start by coming down to a flat back, knees into the chest, hands to the shins, and start just circling out those hips in whatever configuration feels good. You can take half circles, semicircles, knees together, knees apart. Just start warming up into those hips. Good. The next time those knees are out to the side, hands on the shins, I want you to just let them hang out there, getting an inner thigh stretch there for a moment. Let gravity do the work here. Good, then bring those knees back into center. Take those hands behind the thighs and take a couple rocks on the spine, chin to chest. You're just getting a nice little massage for that back. After a few of these, come up to your seat, scooch that bum back if needed, and reach the feet forward. You're going to pull those toes towards the face and fold over the legs. Collarbones are reaching towards the feet, trying to keep the back as straight as you can. Good, then inhale, round yourself up, pull this right knee into the chest, and place that right foot flat on the inside of the left thigh. You're gonna wrap this left arm around the right knee. Keep that spine nice and tall, tuck that right knee to the left shoulder, and look around over your right shoulder. Right hand can step right behind that right hip to support you in this twist. Take some deep breaths. Inhaling, lengthen the spine, exhaling, depth in your twist over to the right. Then bring it back through center. Rock this right knee out to the side. The right foot comes flush to the inside of that left thigh. Put this left hand or forearm down inside the left leg. Push that left elbow into the left thigh and vice versa, and twist open to the right. Then stack this right arm behind you, right out from the right shoulder, and lift that right arm up and over as if you're trying to tap those toes, but don't collapse that shoulder in to touch the toes. We want to keep shoulders stacked here, getting a stretch into the right side body. Good, then bring that right hand back behind the right hip. Take this left hand over to the right knee and twist a little different. Try to go a little deeper, keeping that spine tall. Good, then come back forward, reach this right foot forward, and fold over, finding neutral with that spine reaching long towards the toes. Then bring yourself up and pull this left foot in, flat to the floor, push into that left heel and wrap this right arm around the left knee. Tug that left knee to the right shoulder, place the left hand behind your back and twist. Good, then come back forward, open this left knee out, left foot comes flush with the right thigh. Right hand or forearm down inside that right leg. Twist over to the left, shoulder stack, left arm comes up, and as if you're going to tap those toes, reach for that foot. You should feel a giant stretch all the way up here from the hip. And bring this left hand back behind the left hip, right hand to the left knee, twist, look over that left shoulder. And come back forward. Bring this left foot long in front of you again. Take these hands to the hips, just behind the hips. Fingers facing out, palms down. Bring the feet flat to the floor. Lift these hips up, pressing into the heels, engaging the glutes, and coming into a reverse table. Head can drop back if that feels good. If it doesn't, keep that head lifted. Maybe sway left and right, getting into the shoulders. And lower those hips all the way down. Keep those feet flat, knees bent. Inhale, arms up. Cross the arms, left over right, hands to opposite thighs. Round your back towards the back of the mat, chin to chest. Take a cat back, getting into the rhomboids, the space between the shoulder blades. Then inhale, arms up. And exhale, cross right arm over left. Hands to opposite thighs again. Pull back. Same thing, different arms. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop these hands down and just boost yourself forward so that you're stacked, hips over heels, and then lift those hips up towards the ceiling, stacked over heels, coming into your forward fold. It's totally okay if it's not that graceful. Just come to a forward fold at the top of the mat. Bend into the left knee, press the left hand underneath the chest, straighten through the right leg, and reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Bring the right hand down to replace the left hand. Bend into the right knee, straighten through the left arm up towards the ceiling, twist. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend into the knees, round yourself all the way up. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, dive right back down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Chest comes parallel to the floor, flat back like a tray could be set on it. Then exhale, forward fold again. Step that right foot back, drop that right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Make sure that that left heel is not pulling up off of the mat. If it is, inch that left foot forward a little bit more. Arms by the sides. Pull those pinkies towards each other and reach the arms behind the head. Then exhale, drop this right hand to the outside of the left leg. Twist, look over that left shoulder. Then cross this left arm across the right arm. Tuck the elbows together and bring the hands together. Reach the elbows forward and up. Look up. Take a baby back bend here, engaging the core to brace that lower back in our lunge. Then open up, cactus arms, elbows by the sides, squeezing the shoulder blades, and exhale, frame this left foot. Untuck the back toes if they aren't already. Press into that left heel and pull back into a half split. Shoulders and hips stay square to the top of the mat. Flex these toes towards the collarbones and keep this left quad slightly engaged. Come forward, low lunge, chest open. Exhale, half split. Forward, low lunge. Exhale, half split. In your half split, keep your hips facing forward as you walk your hands over to the outside edge of that left mat. If you'd like a little bit more, you can tip these left toes over to the right edge of the mat, feeling this big stretch for our IT band on the left leg. Good, then bring those toes back through center, frame that left leg. Walk those hands forward, coming back into your lunge, and heel toe that left foot to the edge of the left mat, coming into lizard, both hands stacked under the shoulders inside that left foot. Your hips are dropping forward and down here. Chest is open. We don't want to be super closed here in that chest. Try to give that chest lots of space to open. Deep breaths here, working with our body, with our breath. Good, then tuck that back toe if it isn't already. Press that heel away to lift that knee. Stay heavy in the hips and step yourself back to your plank. From here, hips right up and back, come to your down dog, pedal out those feet. And inhale that left leg up behind us again. And exhale, knee to nose, bring that foot, just a foot or so behind the hands. So we're not stepping it all the way up. Spin that back foot 45 degrees off to the side of the mat. Feet are on train tracks, rise all the way up, coming into a pyramid base. We're gonna take our hands behind the back, either in prayer hands behind the back, palms together, hands clasped, or you can come hands to opposite elbows. Take whatever is comfortable for you. Remember, we're just waking up, warming up, so don't push yourself too much here. We're gonna lift that chest, stay tall in the spine, hinge just at the hips. The quads are slightly engaged and these have about a 1% bend, but they're pretty straight. So we're hinging just at the hips, hinging over that left leg. The point that you stop is the point that you feel like your back wants to start rounding. So notice I'm leading with my chest, I'm keeping my heart open, pulling my shoulders back. And then exhale, release the hands, release the chest over that left foot. Good. From here, walk these hands just a bit forward of that left foot. Lift this right leg up into a standing split. Now this does not have to be intense. Your leg doesn't have to go all the way up. Just use that glute to lift the leg, getting a bit of activation in that glute. And lower that right foot back down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hang the head, neck, shoulders, bend into the knees, round yourself all the way up. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, dive over those legs, forward fold again. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant those palms and step this left foot back, coming into your low lunge on the other side. Find your base. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, left hand outside that right leg. Twist right arm back. Look over the right shoulder. And then bring that right arm across the top of the left. Tuck the elbows together, find the hands together, and lift the elbows forward and up. Look up, baby back bend, support that spine with a strong core. Make sure you're breathing. And open those arms out, cactus. And exhale, frame this right foot. Press yourself back to a half split, tuck the toes towards the face, engage the quad. Inhale back to your lunge. Chest open. Exhale back, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. And here, I want you to walk those hands over to the right edge of the mat, keeping those hips framed to the top of the mat. Maybe you tip those toes over to the left for a little bit more. Then bring those toes back towards the ceiling. Walk those hands back to center. Walk yourself forward, heel toe that right foot to the edge of the mat. Hands underneath the chest, underneath the shoulders, come into your lizard. Hips are hinging forward and down, chest is open. Good, then keeping those hips heavy, tuck the back toe if it isn't already. Press the heel away to lift that knee and step yourself back to a plank. Hips up and back, come to your down dog. Pedal out those feet. And inhale that right leg up behind us. Exhale, step it underneath the chest area. Left foot out 45 degrees. And feet on train tracks, rise up into your pyramid base. Hips are square to the top of the mat rather than turning off to the left. Clasp those arms or hands behind the back. I'll take another variation here so that you can see another variation, but take whatever works here in your body. We're going to hinge forward with a flat back, hinging just at the hips, strong in the core, quads engaged, knees slightly bent. Lead with the chest. Stop when you feel like that low back wants to round. Deep breaths. With an exhale, release. Shoulders and hands drop over that leg. Walk those hands forward, lift this left leg up for a half split. Drop the head and shoulders down. And left leg comes down into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend into the knees, round yourself up. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, dive right back down. Press those palms down, step yourself back to a plank. Lower these knees, mat width distance, pull the hips back to the heels. Come into a wide leg child's pose. Forehead to the floor. Spine long. Then round yourself up. Pull this right leg forward and left leg out to the side. So we're going to set up for a deer base. Then we're going to come into a nice low back stretch. We're going to bring this right shin parallel to the top of the mat and the left knee straight out from the left hip. So we're coming into 90-90 at every joint possible. So the ankles are at 90-degree angles. Knees, 90-degree angles, and hips, 90-degree angles or straight. So I don't want you to look down and see anything different than 90 degrees. Be strict with yourself because that is important here. We're gonna frame that right leg with a tall spine. Then bring this right elbow over to the base of that right foot. So try to set it right inside that sole. We're gonna create a palm here with the right hand and bring the left fist to that palm, pushing into it, twisting, looking over that left shoulder. This is gonna be a nice big stretch for your low back. If it's too much, you can come on out and just fold over this right leg into a classic deer. This is a nice stepping stone for our pigeon. But if you enjoy this twist, bring your arms into this twist and look over that left shoulder, making sure that you keep your deep breaths going. And then start to gently release out of that twist. Inhale, hands frame that right leg. And let's just take some spinal rolls down, leading with the chest and rounding up, down, and up, and down, and up. Awesome job. Bring those legs, this left leg, around, take the left ankle to the top of this right leg, the right knee. Keep that left ankle in a 90-degree position and try to drop this left knee down to the right. I'm very tight in my hips this morning, so my leg isn't going far, but I'm focusing on the quality of my stretch, my spine, and I want to make sure I'm protecting my joints at all costs. So still 90 degrees. Maybe your knee is dropping lower to the foot. Never push on the knee. Just gently encourage, maybe around it on the thigh, but we never want to force ourselves into a posture. Injury is never worth it. Good, then release those legs, maybe help that left leg off of the right. Coming out of fire log, heels down, sway those legs left and right. Let's come into the other side to finish out our practice this morning. Let's bring this left knee straight out from the left hip, right knee straight out from the right hip. Same setup as the other side. Our left shin is parallel to the top of the mat. Ankles are at 90 degrees, knees are at 90 degrees. Again, you have the option to just fold over here if you're tighter on this side and you don't want the twist. If you want the twist, bring this left elbow over to the left sole of the foot. Place that right fist in the left hand and twist looking over that right shoulder. It's not about how it looks, it's about how it feels. Make sure you're breathing, core engaged to brace that back. Gently come out of that twist. You never want to slingshot out. Transitions are important. Hands frame that left leg and wave down in that spine. And then inhale back up. Come down and back up. We should really feel this in that left hip and glute. Exhale. and back up. Then bring this right leg around, stack it on top of the left for our fire log, right ankle at 90 degrees. Try to drop this right knee towards the left foot. Again, my hips are very tight, so my leg isn't going far, but maybe yours doesn't have as much space between the legs here. Never push on the leg. If the knees ever feel anything funky here, come out. We don't want to cause injury. Amazing. Unstack these legs, be very gentle. Feet come forward flat. Maybe your arms help there. Hands down and sway those legs left and right, getting a nice little release. Awesome. Then scooch that bum slightly forward to come to the center of the mat, hands behind the legs. Rock yourself down onto a flat back. Take a couple of these rocks. It should feel pretty nice on the spine. This next one, let's come down all the way flat. Let's keep those knees into the chest and take the hands to a happy baby. So hands outside the feet, heels up, elbows inside the knees, drawing knees and elbows down towards the armpits. Push hands to feet, feet to hands to change that low back from hovering over the mat to flat on the mat. It's a very distinct change. You'll feel in your body and it will open up another level of this stretch. Awesome. Maybe get a little bit playful in your happy baby, moving those feet around. Maybe rocking side to side, maybe straightening through the legs. Whatever feels good. And start to pull those legs in. Stack those feet over the hips, hands over the shoulders, and start to shake those feet, those hands. Shake down the legs and the arms. Shake the head for 5, 4, 3, 2, shake it all out. 1, and release down. Come into your Shavasana. Feel all that energy that we stirred up whirring around in the body. Use your exhale to release it out. Feel free to stay as long as you'd like here in Shavasana. Thank you for practicing with me this morning. I hope you have an excellent day. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat this morning. I hope your body feels ready to go for the day. If you liked this flow and you'd like to practice with me more, please check out my YouTube channel, subscribe. There's more on my website where I have my online yoga membership called Wholly. So please check out my site, whollyogi.com, in the notes below this video and join our community. I'd love to have you. Namaste and have a great day.